Since buying and renovating our abandoned house here in Japan, I've been interested to see what other people have been doing with their houses. So in this video, I'm going to visit a couple who are renovating their house, but on a much lower budget than ours. I'm heading out to Lake Kasumigaura, the second largest lake in Japan, and about an hour from my house, to meet Laura and Ichi. I've watched their YouTube channel, but this is the first time to meet in person. The area around Kasumigaura and Tsuchiura, the main town on the lake, is really nice. There's a park with a beautiful light display and a Dutch windmill for some reason. The area is good for cycling with a number of bike paths, and you can rent decent bicycles at Tsuchiura station. You could even do a 180-kilometer circuit of the lake if you'd like a spot of exercise. Driving down by the lake really felt like you're off the beaten track. Instead of rice fields, there were lots of lotus fields growing renkon, which is the lotus root used in Japanese cuisine. Let's get this out of the way early. Yes, Ichi and I are wearing the same outfit. Thanks guys for having me, the house looks great. So how did you decide to get a house like this?
So combination of factors, slightly different for both of us, but for me in particular, COVID had a massive effect on my business, which is in tourism. So I was living in Tokyo paying, sky-high rents and reading newspaper articles that said you can get free houses in the countryside or, houses for 1,000,000 yen. So that caught my attention and made me initially interested. And then Ichi was interested in a bigger space, more space to do his art.
Yeah, for the work studio.
What made you look at Ibaraki?
So at the beginning, she would like to get the property around Fuji, Mount Fuji, and then especially nearby lake.
Yeah.
Like 5 lakes around Fuji. But it's difficult to find out proper one. I mean, matching with us.
Matching with our budget as well.
Yeah. Next, think about lake, around the lake, and then we found out big lake in Ibaraki. Yeah.
And Ichi's very familiar with Ibaraki because it's his home prefecture originally.
Yeah, this is a really nice area, and it feels like you're really off the beaten track here. What did you think when you first saw the place?
Oh, well, when we drove down this main road, which I think you came down today, it's just like lake and fields on one side and then these beautiful traditional houses on the other. And it just felt like another world, like old Japan.
Time stopped.
Yeah, time stopped. And it's so quiet and peaceful. So you definitely feel like that. But we're only 20-minute drive to Tsuchiura and then an hour and a half to Tokyo.
And then how did you find the place?
From the internet.
Yeah.
So then the owner was present?
No, it had been empty for, was it 8 years? Or 6 years before we got it?
Akiya?
This one?
Yeah, it was Akiya. I don't know exactly. Real estate guy says 10 years, but not sure. Neighbor says not 10 years.
Okay, yeah, sometimes it's hard to get a clear length of time.
Yeah, it was definitely empty for a number of years.
But the previous owner lives locally, does he, or?
Did he die?
Yeah, he passed away, and then the wife maybe moved to maybe city.
Right.
And then eventually they decided to put it on the market after it being empty for so long.
Yeah, can I ask how much you paid for the house?
It was a bargain. It was 5 million yen, which we looked, and it's less than the price that the land is worth.
Yeah. So I guess that price factors in the assumption that someone might knock the house down.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. They think you're going to spend money to clear the land, so they have to sell it cheaper. But in actual fact, it's a really good quality,
Yeah, it looks
house,
in great condition.
You just would not knock this down.
Traditional method they use.
This house is only 43 years old.
All right.
So it's actually not that old for this type of building. It's probably one of the last ones
Yeah, exactly.
that was made like this.
Yeah.
When you moved into the house, was there a lot of rubbish and stuff everywhere?
No, we watched your videos. Ours was nothing like yours. I'm guessing because it was listed on like a proper real estate website, it wasn't being sold as a akiya bank style.
Like an abandoned
I think they were
house.
trying to sell it, so
Okay.
I think they probably just cleared it as part of the process they would
Right.
go through. I suspect.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
So yeah, it was basically empty inside.
What's the size of the house?
This is
In square meters.
98 square meters, the house.
What about the land?
Just under 1,000 square meters.
That's nice size.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then how many buildings are on the land?
3 plus a toilet block, plus a cow shed.
Cow shed.
So if you count everything,
So-
5.
So this would have been a cattle farm when it was...
it was a farm, rice farm.
It was. Rice farmer family.
Yeah.
So is there any attached farmland?
There's a very small piece
Yeah,
at the
small
back.
pieces. Yeah.
But I don't think that's what they would have been doing their rice on. It's
Okay.
too small.
And how are your neighbours?
Oh, really nice.
Neighbors are nice.
Welcoming.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, very welcoming. Which we were a little bit surprised about. Everyone's been really nice.
Awesome.
You do hear a few like horror story rumours about like city people not being welcomed or foreigners not being welcomed, but we've had the opposite experience.
All right, shall we have a look inside?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a dormer entrance. And then you can see the koyagumi with the log.
So you took the ceiling off yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, and then actually this step also keyaki here.
Yeah, this is a beautiful step.
Now, you guys are doing this all yourself, pretty much?
Yeah, we've had professionals in for the electrics,
Yeah, electrics and pipe work.
water, and gas.
Yeah, drain. The gas is not our work.
But everything else, Ichi's doing it, and I'm assisting.
Hey, Ichi, have you had any, or had you had any experience
Yeah,
doing renovations before?
I mean, kind of like a part-time job when I was a teenage.
long time ago.
So means not proper, like not professional, but yeah, I saw some work of Daiksan or like construction work. So, and then plus now I can see YouTube channel. I can watch.
So, what's your budget for the renovation?
Oh, actually, we didn't think about it properly, but like always think minimum cost, like a save, but
money.
yeah, save the money.
Yeah, when we got it, I kind of tried to look at total price of what rent is like in Tokyo. So 3 years rent in Tokyo is like 8 million yen.
Right.
So I was thinking, oh, if we could do it for that, that's really good.
So the purchase and renovations
Yeah.
together for
Yeah.
8 million yen. So you bought it for just over 5 million, including expenses
Yeah.
and taxes. So say
That's like
2.5 million for the renovation.
Yeah.
Renovation.
So far, we've already spent 2.5 million yen. so that's gone up a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we're kind of, as Ichi said, we're trying to do it for the lowest possible price,
Yeah.
but still good quality. So now we're aiming for 3.5 million.
Okay.
3.5 is the new aim.
The quality also important. Not only just cheap, you know.
Yeah, we've tried to buy nice quality things at discounted prices. So, like X-display models, or used but still in really, really good condition.
Yeah, or using a real material product, but people maybe not realize it's very good material, and then somehow cheap price. We find out and then take it.
Yeah.
And where are you finding all of these materials then? The cheap prices and the...
Basically, Yahoo auction, or there's a second-hand shop around here, and then like treasure hunt.
Yeah, treasure hunting.
Hunting.
Yeah, we can show you some of the stuff we've got. It's all in the garage, waiting to go in.
Okay.
So we've spent 2.5 million, but in the garage we've got the kitchen, we've got interior doors,
Yeah, toilet.
toilet. All of the lights have been bought. They're quite expensive.
Yeah.
What else have we bought? Shower, bath.
Yeah. Vinyl.
Oh, flooring. We've got a massive
floor.
oak floor for
Oak
this
floor.
room.
Yeah. The wall.
Wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've actually purchased a lot with the money that we've spent.
When did you buy the house?
Yeah, we offered and accepted in August and got the keys in September.
And when did you start work?
October?
October maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's that? 7 months?
Yeah.
7 months ago.
So when do you hope to finish it by?
Last month. As soon as possible. We're tired,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
I don't know.
takes time.
Where are you staying then while this is going on?
In the garden. We have like a extra building in the garden,
Okay.
which very, very fortunate. It's got a kitchenette in it, it's got water, it's got power. It's basically like having a studio room with a kitchen.
Oh, that's pretty handy.
So there, and then we're back and forward to Tokyo a little bit as well.
Okay, you still have a place in Tokyo?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's handy, but it's much more convenient having somewhere to stay here rather than trying to base yourself out of Tokyo and renovate.
Yeah, we normally do like 7 to 10 days here at a time, normally. And then we go back to Tokyo and just like relax, have a proper bath, enjoy using a real toilet.
So where do you have a bath now?
So just down the road, they have a shower you can use for 200 yen
Okay.
15 minutes.
15 minutes. So we rock up there with our towels and our shampoo.
Did you have any issues with the house when you arrived? Any water damage or any signs of termites and things like that?
Oh, here, little bit. The termite here.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'm just on purpose broken it. A tiny bit though.
There's some water damage over there, isn't there?
Yeah, water damage is here. You can see here a little bit.
Ah, yes. Do you know where the leak was coming from?
The previous owner already fixed it.
Ah, okay.
So like it was a big earthquake.
Did you inspect the house before you bought it?
Nope.
No.
No inspection. And then slight panic after I felt panicked after we bought it because there was no inspection, thinking what if we bought something that's going to fall down. But actually everything's been fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I quick see myself.
Yeah.
And then I thought it's still fine.
Yeah. And then a couple of your friends came as well.
Yeah. The carpenter friends coming and after and then quick check, still fine.
They said fine too.
There's a kitchen area and dining area. So used to be there's a bathroom here. Now move the bathroom next door.
Okay, that's the bathroom.
Yeah, and then changing room, and then laundry room too. And then here just make up kitchen here, kitchen sink here.
Island kitchen,
Kitchen, yeah.
which is in the garage.
And the dining table will go around here.
Dining table here, island in the middle. We've got another counter for the back, a stainless one, which we got from great second-hand stainless shop. Fridge in the corner. And then we're going to change this door as well. I hate this door. It's just awful. So over there in the boxes, the new door is ready to go in. It's just a black sashi frame with clear glass.
Okay.
And it's a little bit narrower. So we'll have a nice open light door and then maybe a little bit of deck outside.
These doors must have been popular a while ago because we had one of these in our kitchen as well. And they're...
Did you rip it out?
Yeah.
Okay, good. After I've just said how
No, it's my favourite door.
So, yeah, hopefully when it's finished, it's going to be quite a nice space. So, priority is to finish the bathroom and then move on to the kitchen and bedroom.
Yeah.
So, what do you reckon? Realistically, a couple of months?
Yeah.
I think a couple of months probably.
Yeah, a couple of months, yeah. There's a bathroom.
The wet room, bathroom.
Oh, you got the same tiles as I do in my...
Where did you get yours from?
The guy who did our tiles. I didn't do the tiles myself. The guy who did our tiles ordered them for us.
On the floor we've used, this is a marble from Turkey.
Very nice.
So the idea with the bathroom was, I mean, I've been desperate for this from the beginning. I wanted a bathroom that felt like an onsen almost.
Yeah.
So the window for me was like, I have to have a window next to the bath. And then we will build a fence around outside and make a traditional Japanese garden outside the window. So the walls will use the same small tile from floor to ceiling.
Oh, by the way, Ichi, what kind of art do you do?
I'm a painter, so I'm doing Seibokuga painting, and then recently I published a book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So can people buy that book online or in stores?
Yeah, online. I have a online shop,
right.
So it's called the Ichi Store.
Okay, I'll put the link in the description.
Oh, thank you.
And buy the book. It's amazing. It's 100 pages of dragons.
Yeah, dragon.
wow.
Beautifully
dragon
painted dragons.
Okay, I'll check that out.
It's gorgeous. One big
One big room. That
from the Engoa and the 2 rooms, just make everything one room.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's a better use of space because the Engawa there is not that wide.
Exactly.
So it'll be like an Engawa in effect by having the big room, and you'll have more space to
Yes.
sit and put a table.
Yeah, so it kind of brings the Engoa into the room.
And then also the views are great here.
Yeah. True. You don't want to have shoji blocking that.
Yeah, we don't want to block it.
You're keeping the kamidana.
So, well, originally
So far,
yes, but now we're thinking about, is it?
It's quite nice kamidana.
Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah.
Originally we were definitely going to keep
Yeah,
it.
because you said it in your video, you're going to keep the
Keep
kamidana.
it. But the more we go through the renovation and start thinking about finishing touches and design, then we're starting to think, do we really want it?
Yeah, we'll think about it. It's quite cool though. So only this ceiling is a good one.
Yeah, this is the best.
Yeah, it's called Fumiten. Probably your house maybe like this.
Our bedroom is like this. So are you just paying for that out of your savings.
It's coming out of, yeah, savings, which is why we're keeping the budget as small as possible, but making sure we still buy good quality things because we want it to last.
Yeah, but the great thing is once you've finished it, you will have paid for your house, no mortgage,
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, yeah. Like, that's the dream, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we took out a loan for ours. We have a mortgage, but that's perhaps my only regrets. Like, or we could have done it sort of as cheaply as possible, and then at the end of it, come out mortgage free.
Yeah. And that's what you have to kind of weigh up, isn't it? Because, like, ours is taking significantly longer to do because we're doing it ourselves, because our budget is smaller.
Yeah.
So, and we're also unfortunate that we've been out of work for a while because of COVID. So we've actually got the time. So.
Yeah. So.
And then because of COVID, we haven't really got any money, which is another reason why the budget is low. But we've got the time. So, yeah.
So that was a really fun and interesting visit. I think Laura and Ichi have done really well for themselves. The place is really nice and it's not too big. It's something that they can complete on their own. Also, having that place to stay while they're doing the renovations is a huge plus. And that's a big advantage over some other places. The fact that they're possibly going to be able to complete the whole project, including the house purchase and renovations, for less than 10 million yen and come out of it mortgage free, I think is what makes it, the idea of an akiya, really attractive to a lot of people, especially overseas. It's going to be really interesting to see their place once it's all complete. So we're going to visit a couple who are renovating their house on a much lower budget than ours. Welcome to Grand Designs Japan.
I don't think you can use that.
I'm sure it'll be fine. The lawyer will sort it out for sure. Okay, let's do it again. We're going to visit a couple who are renovating their house on a much lower budget than ours. Welcome to Grand Designs Japan, where we put the grand in Japan.
That's just bad. Doesn't even make sense.